Hi, thank you for joining us on this special edition of Ellie Live. I'm Mark from Luxury Escapes, and it's great to have Julie King from Dubai Tourism and also Tree George from Jumeirah Group. So following on from our Dubai special yesterday, we have some more questions from our Facebook users, so thank you for sending those through. So just wanted to ask you, Julie, about some misconceptions about Dubai. What do you wear when you're in Dubai?
Dubai is very cosmopolitan, so it really depends where you are. But I would say in the cultural areas, like the sort of anywhere near mosques or museums and areas of significant culture, I would just cover up slightly in terms of having something long sleeved on and something below your knee. But apart from that, in the desert you would wear shorts, as you traditionally would in the desert, and t-shirts. On the beach, your bikinis, etc. In shopping malls, you dress fairly normally, but because it's quite chilly in some of the malls and the restaurants, I would always carry a pashmina as a female, just to cover up. Nothing too short in malls and too revealing, but otherwise it's very westernized. You will see that with 80% expatriates living in Dubai and lots of visitors around town, you will see it's like anywhere else in the world. Just be very sensitive in some of the cultural areas.
Thank you very much. Good tips. And in terms of getting around, Tari, what are your tips on getting around Dubai?
I think it's one of those destinations that getting around is sensationally easy. There is an abundance of taxis. They're inexpensive. They're everywhere. And they're very safe to get into. So there's meters in those taxis. The only tip I would give on the taxis is always have some cash, some dirham, UAE dirham, when you land at the airport, or you can convert it at the airport. Majority of the taxis don't take credit cards. So just have some cash. But there's literally hundreds at the airport, unlike Melbourne Airport on a busy night. There's also a great concept in Dubai with taxis with pink roofs. And they're driven by female drivers, and they are for females and children only. So that's a really great aspect to make ladies feel comfortable. So you can't miss them. Nice pink roofs. There's other ways of getting around the public transport system. There's obviously the metro, which is the very futuristic driverless trains. Which is something a must do anyway, if not just for the logistics. So getting around is really, really easy.
Great. Thank you, Turi. And in terms of the weather, we get a lot of questions about that from our travellers and Facebook users. Julie, what's the tips on weather?
In terms of weather, you have in the winter months in Australia, which is the summer period in Dubai. That is the hottest period in Dubai, but everywhere is extremely well air conditioned, from your transportation to your restaurants. There are a lot of indoor attractions, so weather is not something that is a challenge in those summer months. In the winter months, from sort of mid-October onwards until early May, the weather is sort of mid-30s, and actually in January can actually drop down to early 20s, and actually in January often in the evenings it's around 10 degrees, so you actually have to wear a sweater sometimes in the evening, which is unusual, and people don't have that perception about Dubai. So you have from really October till May, you've got beautiful temperatures, and then a few hotter months in which the destination caters very well to that.
Good to know. Thank you, Julie. And Tari, what's your tip for like a local tour that someone may not really know about?
One of my favourite things to always do in Dubai, and I always did this when I lived there and I had friends visiting, and it's not so much a tour, it's probably something you can just do yourself that's so affordable, is take yourself down to the creek, which is the authentic old part of Dubai. And really the creek is where most of Dubai's history sits around the creek. It was a trading hub many, many years ago, and obviously that trading still goes on there to this day. So you can take yourself down to the creek and hop on a public transport abra, so a traditional abra, and they're the little boats that go across the creek, and it's really affordable. It's about 10 dirham.
That's about $3 to $4 Australian dollars.
Exactly. You can take your kids on, have a seat on the abra and putt along the creek at a nice pace. great photos. There's
Wow,
lots of
sounds
activity. It is. There's lots of activity. It's really authentic. You can hop off on the other side, and it's a short walk up into the Spice Souk and the Gold Souk, which is again that very traditional part of Dubai. And those areas have been around for many, many years.
Wonderful. Thank you, Turi, for that tip. And Julie, some cultural suggestions of things to do in Dubai.
One of the things that we really recommend to every visitor going to Dubai, and particularly for the first time, is the Sheikh Mohammed Centre for Cultural Understanding. The philosophy of the centre is about open doors, open minds, and you can ask any questions that you like about the local culture, anything that you're not sure about how Dubai operates, and they really respond to them in a fun and engaging way. Plus you have the chance to dress up in the local dress, eat a traditional breakfast, and have a lot of fun, but it's very interesting for the visitor. It's really a must, for everyone that comes to Dubai.
Sounds like an amazing place to visit.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, thank you again. And before we leave you, we have a very special offer on our site. It's a world exclusive. We have the Burj Al Arab Jumeirah, which is the famous sail hotel in Dubai, which is arguably the most iconic hotel in the world. So for Luxury Escapes members, we have a 2-night package that includes breakfast daily, dinners each night, and a private cabana on the new North Terrace built at Burj Al Arab Jumeirah. So it's available on the site now. It does end in a few days, so be quick. It's valid for travel until 30 September 2018, and it's priced at $3,499 for 2 adults. And there's also a 3-night option available. So it is a bucket list hotel, and it's there for celebrating a special birthday or an anniversary. So we're very proud to have that on our site. So jump on to luxuryescapes.com and check that out, or you can download our app or call our phone team on 1300 88 9900. So thank you to Turi for joining us, and for Julie,
Thank you for
you
having
being
me along
here,
today.
and thanks for watching.